Hi, and welcome to another episode of American Conservative Network. Today we have our Democratic president candidate, Abby. Good to be with you, Abby.
Nice to be with you too.
All right. Our first question for you today is, how do you plan to keep taxes low in our country?
Well, we can keep taxes in line with earnings. Taxes will go towards programs such as school funding, law enforcement, and other government-funded programs. We will try to keep these taxes low and decrease the amount for the middle and poorer class while focusing more on the wealthy.
For our viewer question today, it comes from a man from North Carolina who asked, what is your plan to solve the immigration issue happening at our border?
Well, I think we should make it easier to apply for citizenship. Prejudice is often visible towards people who come from outside of the country. It isn't their fault, and who are we to judge them for their circumstances? Immigration should be controlled, but it shouldn't be completely denied to those who wish to build a life and become upstanding U.S. citizens.
Well, we believe that the problem is that they cross our border illegally and take jobs which ruin our economy.
Most of those jobs are not jobs that most Americans look forward to. Most of those jobs are like lower paying jobs such as lawn care and farming and doing all that sorts of things. So unless the Americans want to do that sort of job work and all that, then it shouldn't be a problem.
Okay, our next question it is the American right to bear arms. In what ways are you going to restrict gun rights?
We aim to reduce general violence associated with firearms. We plan on placing stricter screenings of possible owners' mental conditions and background checks. So basically we're doing more detailed background checks to make sure that if they are given a gun, they are not going to endanger the lives of other U.S. citizens and Americans. So, for example, some of those restrictions would be if you have a past of animal abuse, which has led to, if you have a reputation of animal abuse, it's the first sign that you can step it up and then go on a killing spree. And the other would be just for mental illnesses in general and people who are not trustworthy in those circumstances. But if you pass the screening, there will only be restrictions as to what types of guns you can purchase, such as semi-automatic or automatic. I don't want to ban guns completely. I just want to set a higher standard of acquirement to assure the deadly firearms are being released into responsible hands.
We don't want people with mental illnesses to have guns, but we believe too many restrictions on guns takes away from the Second Amendment.
Well, I said not too many restrictions. We want enough restrictions that it keeps the U.S. citizens safe. But you need to counteract it as well and make sure that the U.S. citizens are safe with the guns too. So we just want responsible people, and to lessen the violence and the mass shootings at schools and stuff.
Okay. Our next question is, a fetus has a heartbeat at 3 weeks of age. Why do you believe taking the life of a fetus should be allowed?
A heartbeat is commonly found at 6 weeks, and brain waves can only be found after 5 to 6 weeks. Only after 8 weeks is an embryo considered a fetus. It is not only the life of the fetus we have to consider, but we have to consider the life of the mother. The circumstances surrounding the pregnancy are also important to consider. There are factors that can prove to negatively impact the quality of the life of the fetus, such as the home it's going into, or a debilitating illness that would kill the infant shortly after birth. Not to mention the complications of birth towards the mother that might kill the mother in the process of her giving birth. I believe it should be the choice of the mother, and the mother only. It's her body and her decision to bring another life into this world. If she sees herself or her surroundings unfit to accompany a child, she should be able to make this choice for the better.
So you think that by calling it an embryo, it's okay to just get rid of it? Okay, we don't believe that abortions are humane. Okay, Abby, we're running out of time, so we would like to ask if we can ask you one more question.
Go ahead.
Why do you think you're the better candidate for this election?
I see myself as the better candidate because I intend to take actions on these important issues as soon as possible. I intend to make the change that our country would like to see. It doesn't matter if you're a Democrat or Republican, conservative or liberal. By voting for me, we can improve the quality of life for all American citizens.
Well, we look forward to watching the election. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, that's it for us on American Conservative Network. See you next time.